Hello there, guys. It's nice to see you today. Today we're going to talk about Friday the 13th, the original, and the remake. Now, in my opinion... But before we do that, I have great news. I just finished every single Riddler challenge for Batman Arkham City. Isn't that great? Apparently not. Well, currently we seem to be having problems ever since Friday, but meh. So, what I have to say about this movie is that I do think that the remake does surpass the original. Like, for instance, with story, there's actual plot with the remake. The remake has actual plot, when the original just seemed to be one long filler scene until the violence. But with the remake, there's actual conflict. Yeah, that's one good thing, I have to say. And now we're going to go to the music. The original had great... What is going on? That shouldn't have happened. It was only designed to happen once. Dan! Dan! What's going on? Bad luck? Well, what I have to say with the music, the original had the better music. It was so much more memorable, but the new one just has a rock theme. Like, for instance, I'm going to play a musical sample of those two. Well, maybe this one was... Dan, what the hell was that? Well, apparently that was a song from Avenue Q. Apparently that's what it's saying. The internet is for porn? What else did these guys write? That's quite a bit of trivia. Turns out that the same people that wrote that also wrote the songs for the Winnie the Pooh movie. Yeah, that's... Okay. When it comes to music, the music in the original was still superior. I can't show you the sample because our sound studio is untrustworthy. But the original just had a more creepy vibe to it. As in... But in the remake, it's just... Boom, boom, boom! It's just too heavy. It just doesn't feel right. And... yeah. Another thing are the characters. This is where the remake definitely is better. The original pretty much had not a single piece of character development for every one of their characters. But in this remake, sure, the Friday movies have been pretty bad at character development, but in this movie we at least get one character or two with a small amount of development. That's at least decent. And now in terms of acting, they're pretty much on the same level. The original's acting was pretty much either too low or too overtone, and like one actor being subtle, and that was Betsy Palmer, who was the only known actress in that movie. Now let's go on to the person you all want to talk about, Jason. Now in terms of killer, Jason was not the killer in the original Friday. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you have no clue about Friday the 13th, that's probably a huge surprise. And yeah, it was a surprise when I found it out. Jason not being the killer in a Friday movie? That's only happened twice. With the original and number 5. And number 5 sucked majorly. Yes. And yeah, in the original, it was definitely scarier. Well, the original was scarier because it at least tried to make you not know who the killer is. But with the remake, it doesn't. But let's be honest here, it was 2009. No one would give a damn if it was some old lady killing people. Yeah, that's true. And what else can I discuss? Hey, do you know anything I could discuss about the movie?
No.
Oh yeah, death scenes. Every Friday fan wants to talk about it. The original, in my opinion, didn't do so well with the death scenes. It only had one that was memorable, and that was, of course, the arrow through Kevin Bacon's neck, and probably the decapitation for Betsy Palmer. And yeah, in this movie, we do get some more memorable kills. My favorite is the one with the hatchet that Jason throws. What I love about this is that he uses a hatchet, which I like to think is a good old-fashioned reference to the best actor that ever played him, Kane Hodder. After all, Kane Hodder did star in a horror movie, or at least was in a horror movie called Hatchet, and he did play Jason in parts 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the Friday movies. Seriously, you better get that fixed. Can't believe Ted Turner is second richest man on earth and he can't, and his sets are crap. Well, what else I have to say is, well, yeah, the death scenes are definitely better in this movie. There are some more memorable ones. And yeah, I've heard people actually complain with Jason that basically people are saying that Jason shouldn't run. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say bullshit to that because did he run and kind of what? Well, when you get down to it, he did run in the earlier ones. Think about it. He ran in part 2. He was slower in part 3, but he still kind of ran. And in part 4, he only really slowly walked when he was close to someone, but didn't really run. It's only in part 6 when he became the slow killer, in my opinion. In part 2, 3, and 4, he did more as though ran. And part 5, yeah, I'm not going to discuss that. Part 6 is when he became the slow-moving killer we know. But in part 5, he does definitely run. And yeah, that is kind of something that people really tend to be biased with in walking. And in terms, it can work and it cannot work. Like if the killer is given a motive but he doesn't run, that's really doesn't make sense. It's like with Halloween 2. In that movie, Michael is given a motive, but yet he still walks as slow as a snail. I mean, in the first one, it was creepy why he walked. That means that that kind of gives him a feel, meh, I got no motive, so I don't really give a damn. I'm just going to kill this bitch. That's pretty much how it went. Why are you bummed? Is this deliberate, Dan? Is this deliberate? Because that guy was used to death in the last one, and we do not want to do running shit gads. Understand that? Well, okay then. What I also have to say is... Damn, what was I saying? Oh. Apparently he's not going to tell me because I flipped him off. So, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. Number 5, the number 5 with Friday, okay. Damn, I'm going sidetracked. Well, anyway, when it comes to the kills, no way, I think I discussed all I could with kills. Oh yeah, I was talking about Jason running. When it comes to Jason running, I don't really have a problem with this. Hell, it creates one of the most memorable shots in the movie. I would show you the trailer, but I unfortunately don't have an emulator, and this webcam is built into this computer. Really? I don't understand that. Well, In my opinion, the remake does surpass the original in every way, except in other parts. Oh yeah, if we're going to talk about Friday, we're going to talk about the ending last. The ending to the first one was great. It built up the atmosphere, and then boom! That was like its only jump scare, and it did, and it was actually scary. It was good. The remake, sure, the ending does pay tribute to the original, but I have to agree with James Rolfe that it does kind of come off as a spoof. So, in my opinion, the remake surpasses the original because it is far more entertaining and far more credible than the original. The original I do enjoy, unlike other really bad shit sequels like Jason Goes to Hell. And stop bonking me, for God's sakes, Dan.
No swearing.
Well, before I leave, now I'm going to talk about the real final thing. The real final thing is that the Friday remake holds nostalgia. How? Because when I was a little kid, I lived in the same room with my brother. We saw it on the TV. And the trailer scared the living crap out of us. It scared us to death. Oh, and before I leave, I'm going to mention with Friday DVD I first saw the original Friday on. And just... Shit falls on my head. Technical problems, audio problems, and now I'm tripping. What is up with this? Now we're going to discuss this. Now, if you notice a little sticker right here, this came from the Blockbuster. That's right, the Blockbuster. You know, the places that let you rent or buy DVDs or video games. Yeah, I loved that place as a kid. Sorry for that. I really did enjoy going there, buying DVDs, buying games, renting them, then accidentally keeping them for so long that our parents had to be forced to buy them. I am sorry, Dad, and I am sorry, Mom. I would always rent Cats vs. Dogs to watch over and over again. And yes, I did enjoy that movie even though everyone else hates it, but I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe my opinion will change if I see it again. And yeah, that's all I have to say. The reason why our Blockbuster closed down was because the idiot asshole landowner decided to charge them $15,000 a month. Yeah, not a smart move there, jerk off. Not only did you destroy my childhood, one of my favorite childhood spots, but you also that was so freaking stupid. What a dumb move. Why do that? Maybe if it was 6,000 that would have worked. But no, you had to make it 15. Oh well. Idiots will be idiots. All I have to say is that's my opinion. And tomorrow, we are going to go on a trip down street with the original classic and the horrendousness of the Jackie Earle Haley Nightmare remake. And I know Jackie Earle Haley played Freddy in this movie. I'm just going to say that. So, bye-bye. And see ya!